Hi there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wishes as per your time zone. Folks, it's me, Ayaz Zanzeria, founder and director of Zanzeria Family Consultants, in which we provide business consulting and content creation services. Thank you so much for staying tuned for this season of the Business Canvas. And today I'm going to talk about structurizing your cost. That is a cost structure, which or your expenses, or both are related, or both can be, you can say, separate as well. Now, why is it important to structurize your costs? You need to identify your capex and opex. Of course, these are commonly used terms, as capital expenditure and your operating expenses, but they need to be structured and they need to be budgeted. Okay, and why is it important to have a budget? This is also an aspect of the business in which once you have a budget, you'll tend to have better control over your expenses or your costs. And especially when your costs are within budget, it becomes much easier to accommodate unforeseen or sudden expenses. So that is one of the prime reasons of the importance of budgeting. So that is of budgeting, and which is why you need to structurize your costs. Your costs can be one time, or they could be recurring, or they could be like variable, or they could be fixed. There are several ways. Of course, I'm not a finance expert. That's where your chartered accountant comes into play, because they have in-depth knowledge about how to structurize and manage your costs, and for any kind of expense, under which line item they need to put into your balance sheet, into your financials. That's where they play a very important, or play a vital role. Okay, so hence, and which is why it is important to have this aspect on the business canvas. Once you have identified as to what are the types of how your product is going to be like, and whether, and once you've identified your target audience, accordingly formulate your revenue models. Okay, so it's all a combination. When you go back and listen to my previous videos, when you look at the business canvas, when you take a step back, look at it from a 10,000 feet overview, you'll find that all of these are interlinked. What are your revenue streams, or what are your and then how you're going to channelize them, how you're going to formulate different types of sales and marketing channels, and then how are you going to make your sales. So that is an important aspect, and which is why it's a separate part of your business canvas. Hope that makes sense. What are your thoughts? Do you think differently? Fantastic. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below, or you can pick up the phone and give me a call. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you. Or you can take care of yourself. Stay tuned for the next. Thank you so much for staying tuned for this season as well, and hope you've enjoyed every episode of the Business Canvas, and hope it has made sense, and you hope you're able to derive some takeaways from this entire series. So take care of yourself. Stay tuned for the next. Goodbye.